just talked about the reasons why injuries happen. You know, like unpreparedness, progressing too quickly, or an accident or unforeseen circumstances. So how do we fight back against injuries, or you know, how do we kind of keep injuries from happening all the time, or you know, just like a recurring instance? Really, I mean, injuries are going to happen if you're training hard. If you are driving a car, right, there's always potential for an accident. Like if you're playing contact sports, there's a potential there. And
stop driving.
Yeah, right? I don't know that there's probably not a single human that's gone through life without an injury, and there's no such thing as injury prevention. So how are we fighting back against injuries? We want to prepare ourselves for the event that it happens, right?
It's like how much of an armor can you put on yourself so that one, like if injury happens, which it will, you are prepared and you set yourself up to recover like better and faster than you would before. And then it's also like, how are you preparing yourself so that you're exposing yourself to a lot of things, like you're strengthening yourself in a lot of positions, and so nothing is new to you. And then also the progressing, like progressing things in a way where the first few weeks it almost feels too easy. And I think that's where a lot of people like run into, oh, I just started running again and like now my knee hurts, my ankle hurts. Well, maybe I should just like never run. It's not the running, it's not the load, it's the amount, and it's like how fast you place it on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think getting stronger overall, like when I say stronger, I don't mean bodybuilding strong, I just mean like making the tissue stronger than it is today and progressing that over time. As long as we're constantly looking at our muscles and our ligaments and our tendons, and we're thinking about it in a way to make these things stronger, even our bones, than they are today, stronger tomorrow than they are today, that's a great way to kind of fight back against injury. Hannah mentioned progression, so starting lower than you probably think you should. It maybe is a little bit boring, feels a little bit slow, maybe you feel like you're not keeping up with the people around you, but that's okay because you're not going to be able to keep up at all if you're injured. And so you've just got to kind of suck it up in the beginning, have that nice methodical progression, and that really helps. And then, like you said, to that point of recovery, if and when the injury does happen, if you've been working on strength, you've been following proper progression, your setback is going to be way less. You're going to be able to start at a higher level than maybe than you think, and you're just going to be prepared for that event.
Yeah, I think a lot of it too, especially like when you get that acute injury or like you tweak something in the gym, a lot of it is like the mindset of like what happens in that moment if I pull something, like, oh gosh, I'm never going to be able to do this again, I should just stop, this is bad for me. That like negatively affects your recovery.
Right.
It's just like your mindset in that, and you're probably not going to be as motivated, you're not going to move, and so everything gets really sensitive. Or you can be like, okay, I know how to handle this, I have a plan, and I'm strong, and I've done these things. It's just a minor injury, and it probably, like, it may be better, like, the next week, It depends on the injury itself. But I think, like, physically and mentally, how are you preparing yourself every day for just, like, what comes your way? Because we don't know, like, a car could literally, like, come in here right now.
Yeah, right through the window, yeah.
And, like, we can't really prepare ourselves for that. But as soon as it happens, and as soon as, like, we wake up out of the coma, we're like, all right, like, let's get back to it.
Absolutely.
We're going to hope that doesn't happen.
Let's hope that doesn't ever happen to anybody, anywhere.
We'll keep you updated. Stay tuned.